Lando Norris claimed the first victory of his F1 career in his 110th race as he took full advantage of a timely safety car and emphatically pulled away from Max Verstappen to win the Miami Grand Prix, shedding the unwanted record of the most podium finishes at 15 in his sixth season of F1 without a win. Norris ran only his sixth in the race opening stages before he decided to extend his opening stint, and that proved an inspired decision when the safety car was installed for a crash for Williams' Logan Sargent on lap 29. Having already inherited the lead, thanks to those having pitted, including race leader Verstappen, Norris was able to pit while the rest of the field ran and were reduced behind the safety car and still re-emerge in front. But the job was far from over with 24 laps to go. Verstappen, the dominant winner with 4 of the season's first 5 races, right behind him for the restart. Yet Norris made light of the apparent challenge to close off his F1 triumph, as instead having to focus on defending the world champion behind him. The 24-year-old consistently pulled away from Verstappen in laps that followed and eventually won by a dominant 7.6 second margin. Norris takes McLaren's first win since Daniel Ricciardo in 2021 Italian Grand Prix, and just second in the past 12 years. He's a super popular young man, Norris is, and beat both Ferrari and Red Bull fair and square, said Martin Brundle. This victory will be extra satisfying as he forgets about past incidents involving Sochi. Norris said, "About time, what a race, it's been a long time coming, finally I've managed to do it." With no answer to his friend, Verstappen had to settle for a rare second, and Ferrari had been expected to be the biggest threat to Verstappen, but the challenge kind of was aimed more from McLaren. Charles Leclerc eventually took the final podium part in third, 2 seconds behind Verstappen, with Carlos Sainz crossing the line at fourth in the sister car. But Sainz was handed the post-race 5-second time penalty, dropping in behind Sergio Perez for fifth. An earlier collision with Piastri at 10:17, which broke the McLaren's front wing and then forced the Australian into an emergency pit stop. Piastri dropped out of the points as a result to finish 13th. Lewis Hamilton finished in the highest position so far, was 6th after a strong race from Mercedes, finishing within 2 seconds of Perez. Perez nearly wiped out teammate Verstappen at the start of the race when he locked up and ran wide into the first corner. Tsunoda beat the second Mercedes of George Russell to 8th to add to RB's points haul in Miami, with Fernando recovering from his disappointing qualifying to take 9th. At the 6th time of asking, Esteban Ocon finally secured a point for Alpine in 10th. Verstappen leads with a 33-point advantage, but Norris is now within 20 points of the Mexican. Questions as to when and where Norris would eventually win his first race were beginning to be asked, but he made a big step forward, with the Englishman constantly delivering podium finishes, but had no answer to Verstappen. 2 weeks after another runners-up finish in China, McLaren arrived in Miami with an impressive race, and the car's initial performance looked very promising, but kind of just didn't deliver as the weekend progressed. And Miami's 57-lap race just proved difficult to master the tyres, eventually they got their stroke of luck, losing a place to Piastri, but Norris was lapping fast and decided to go long, got the safety car, and that got him into the lead. And a slick service from McLaren. Verstappen initially challenged him, but from then on it looked pretty comfortable for Lando, and just an amazing win for him, fully deserved. And before I go, let me give you the classification from the Miami Grand Prix. Norris coming out on top. Great job from Norris. Got lucky with the safety car, but still had the pace at the end to pull away, and for me a deserved victory, and about time he got that win. Verstappen in second, not through his own poor performance. I think Red Bull maybe struggled in the race today and obviously got unfortunate, but still a good drive from him. Leclerc in third, I think we'll be relatively happy with that. Probably pushed Verstappen closest in the end, wasn't far off getting him. Perez in fourth, did a decent job maybe to hold off Sainz, with that penalty coming at the end, but just seemed a way off it. Sainz in fifth will be disappointed and obviously frustrated with that penalty. Hamilton in sixth, I think he'll be really encouraged by that. Obviously frustrating in the end to miss out on getting that position off Sainz. Sticking with that Red Bull, I think that's a solid drive from Hamilton. Then you got Tsunoda, really great job from him, holding off Russell at the end. That was a great job from him. Russell was a way off Hamilton in the race, so he'll be frustrated with that. And then you got Alonso and Ocon. I think both did well to get into the points. Hulkenberg will be frustrated to just miss out. And then you've got Gasly and Piastri. I think Gasly will be frustrated that Ocon got points before him. And Piastri, so unlucky because he drove really well this weekend, will be disappointed. And then you've got Zhou and Bottas. Just that state doesn't really have much pace. Ricciardo will be frustrated to be all the way down. Obviously his kind of day was ruined in qualifying. And then you've got Stroll, Albon and Magnussen, who will yeah, obviously their race didn't go to plan at all, and Jeff Miles off the points.
Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily F1 news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.